slowly open your eyes, and we're going to do alternate nostril breathing today to start. So, anatomically and physically, when you breathe through your nose, every 90 minutes, you're shifting from one side to the other as a dominant nostril that you're breathing through. So all of you are going to notice one nostril is a little more open than the other. The right nostril has more of an energizing effect on the body. The left nostril has more of a calming, sedating part. There's this dance always of stimulation and rest, stimulation and rest. And it has an effect, on our brain and it has an effect on our body. This is about bringing those two qualities more and more into balance. So if you take your hands, some people like to curl the two fingers in, but you want your ring finger and your thumb. And if you take those and you on your right hand and you put it on your nostril just below the cartilage, if you pinch, you close the nostril off, right? Now open your right thumb. So the right nostril is open, left nostril is closed. And breathe in a relaxed way through that right nostril. So breathing in. Close both nostrils. Open the left nostril and breathe out through the left side. Breathe in through the left. Close and open the right side and breathe out through the right side. Breathe in through the right side. Close and out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Switch out through the right. Now I'm going to keep guiding you, but if you want to close your eyes, it's nice to focus on what's happening, just the energy, the breath again through the right. Switch out to the left. In through the left. See how relaxed you can be as you do this. Switch out to the right. Very quiet, very calm breathing. In through the right. Switch out through the left. In through the left. Switch out through the right. And then bring your hands to your knees and take a moment breathing through both nostrils. And how it's affecting you. Notice the sensation. Just notice the effect of the breath in a very relaxed way. Notice where and how it comes into the lungs. Don't necessarily control it, but observe and track the breath. And then bring your hands into prayer pose at the heart center. And let's set a group intention that may this practice enhance me further, may it heal me and my world. May this practice open me up to the truth of who I am. Then bring your hands back down to your knees and slowly open your eyes. And now we'll start the physical side of the practice. So please, in your own time, come onto your hands and knees. So please come onto your hands and knees and favor whether you move a little bit to pull your mat over. If you need to adjust the camera, the close favor you come to this mat. And step out, please lift your head and arch your back, letting the hips drop down. As you do this, notice that you're stretching your stomach and you're stretching your throat. Pull your throat away from your stomach and then reverse the movement in the opposite direction. Pull the navel up. Inhale and look up. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you go up. Exhale as you go down. One last time, inhale, just make it feel like you're putting life and movement and direction in your body. And exhale. Sit back into your heels and stretch your head down to the floor so you're coming into child's pose. One more deep breath into here, filling up your whole body, all the way down to your tailbone. And breathing out. And roll up in the sitting position. In this position, stretching out the joints, bring the hands forward, fingers pointing down, bring the hands to the mat and press the heel of the hand down. Stretch your elbows, look at the crease of your elbows, make sure it's pointing forward. Rotate the elbows forward and out. So notice what happens in the shoulders when you do that. Roll through the hand and slowly peel the fingers off. You take the opportunity to stretch out your hand. Hands the other way. Place the hands down. Have a look at your own hands. Spread your fingers. See and get the fingers going straight down. And also look at the line of your own wrist. None of us has straight, perfect geometrics, but see and get the line, the bend of the wrist to go straight forward, and then slowly straighten the elbows and rotate the elbows forward. Yes. Roll through that. And again, press the hand forward. Other way reading. You went through all the options and roll back. And they all valid. Other way. And roll back. One more time. If you want to go deeper, you take the hands further away from your knee. Right. And roll back. Other way. Yes. Moving into the feet. Roll the toes under, big toes under. Get the toes bending. Press your heels toward each other, knees toward each other. So the knees touch, the big toes touch, press the heels as best you can. If you want to be strict, you could always tie your ankles together. That's a very interesting thing to do. And back, stretch the toes out, keep the toes and heels close together as you sit back. Forward, big toes touch, get those little toes down. Now, once you have the full pressure into the little toe, see how much you can bring your heels towards each other without losing the little toe. Interesting. So now you're kind of getting more conscious of how much is open up your body. And back. And now bring heels apart, toes together, sit back again. I see. Okay. And forward. Now come back into hands and knees, foot down, dog. So we stretch the feet out a bit, we stretch the hands, curl the toes under, lift your knees, push back into the heel, really use the hands to press, lengthen the spine, and then slowly press your heels back and down and the hips up. This is the first down dog of the day. So Just be aware of what's going on and just bend one foot at a time. Just walk your feet out a bit to let the joints get loose. So you can lift one heel up as the other heel goes down. You're pushing that heel down, like you're walking it out. Just loosen everything up. And then if you're able with your hands, walk your feet forward towards your hands. Roll up to an upright position. Roll the shoulders out and bring the hands to push-ups. So just, come forward, maybe forward, favor back, no favor back. So you just have room to spread your hands to this. And from here, opening out, standing in salutations, basic home feet together. And then lift the arms up. Nice stretch up. Big stretch out to the side, all the way down. Relaxing your head and shoulders down into your legs. Roll back up. Sweep the hands out. Lift the arms up. Get a nice flow in your own body and bring the hands to prayer. Changing a little bit, hands come down and you sweep all the way up. All the way out, all the way down towards the mat. Hinging down, lengthening down, finding the length in your limbs. Lift your head and look up. Lower back down. Roll yourself up. Sweep the hands out. Lift the arms up. Bring the hands to prayer. One last time, sweeping the arms out. Lift the waist. Start to get more energy in your body. Make sure that muscles are tighter and firmer. Hips are strong. All the way out. All the way down. Lift your head and chest looking out. Lower back down. Roll yourselves back up. Sweep the hands out. Bring the arms up. And bring the hands back. Very, very nice. Bring the hands down and we'll go right into the standing asanas as poses, mountain pose. Starting from the feet, lift all 5 toes and feel the big toe and the little toe joint grounded evenly. So you can get a sense of the center of your heel grounded. Hard to do for some of us. And then pull your kneecaps up and get the knees facing straight forward. Put the toes down without shifting weight. Hips compact. Feel where your tail and sacrum is and kind of lengthen it down, not tucking, just down. So you're not shoving the hips forward. You're just lengthening. Subtly lift up your back waist. Lift up your back ribs. Roll the shoulders wide and down, lengthen through the fingers, lengthen the neck and look straight forward. Steady, firm, and grounded like a mountain. Close your eyes. Open your eyes and relax. Clasp the hands together, side move, side body bend or half moon pose. Big lift up. Just wiggle side to side to loosen up the sides of the body. So you're just shifting. This is very not intense yet. And now we'll go into the full pose. Big lift up. Suck the belly up. Tighten the elbows. Pull the kneecaps up. Tighten the hips strongly. Start sending the hips to your left and bending to the right. Lift out of the waist and then bend into it. Feel the side ribs opening. Take both elbows and stretch them strongly. Hold this position. Take a deep breath in here. Keep the hips very strong, the legs strong. Go a little deeper. Come back up. Big lift. Pull the stomach up. Tighten the hips and bend in the opposite direction. Opening out the hips. Stretching the elbows. Finding the spaces that exist in your body. Take a breath in. Breathing out, go deeper. Come back up. Bring the hands down. Just take a moment to relax. Roll the shoulders. And let go. Forward bend, we'll start with the knees bent. Send the hips back so you get your corner in the hips, and then the feeling is the hips get wider. Now we're not planting the hips, we're allowing them to get wide so you can hinge from there and drop down. Once you're down, slowly lengthen the legs. Now look at your own kneecaps so they're facing forward. So you can get them to be frontal. So what needs to be adjusted for that? And then pull the kneecaps up. So legs are long. Shift your weight further towards your toes. Drop lower. Lower, lower, lower. Pull the stomach up to get more length in the low back. Roll yourselves back up to an upright position. And let the blood settle. Stand. Triangle stand, opening the feet out. It's best to be just on the wood floor. Put the right foot out. Stretch the arms out. Pull the kneecaps up. Take a big breath in and reach way out and down towards the triangle stand. Get yourself into position, right? Make sure the hips are firm. Take that right sit bone and send it to the left. The sit bone behind you, send it, that's a pili. And now everybody look down at your right hand. For a minute, see that your shoulder is over your right hand. Get your left shoulder stacked on top of your right shoulder. Get the left hand right above the shoulder. Turn your head and rotate up. So it's that. And this actually has to be here. So it's all in the ribs, not in the arm. That's it. Bring yourselves back up. Very, very nice. Take your feet to the other side. Right foot in, left foot out. Make sure the left heel is pressing away. It helps the pose. Press into your outer right foot. And so your right foot, press into it. Lift and extend out. Send the left hip towards the right sit bone. So you get that corner working and then lengthen your spine. Open the chest. The ribby girls pull the ribs back. That's right. Oh, I'm not going to let go. Keep that hand here. That's better. Now you're sideways. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Bring yourselves back up. Bring your feet together. What's that? I'm opening it up on your side. Of course, yeah. Yeah. Feet together and forward bend, bending down, lengthening the hamstrings, shifting your weight forward, attempting to get the sit bones right above the heels. That's it. So it becomes very interesting how much opening can potentially be available and how much can you send the heels down. You see, and the sit bones up. Really send those sit bones up. That high level of attachment of the hamstring, it's very tight. You want it long and powerful. Roll yourselves back up. Open the legs out, lateral angle, stretch, turn your right foot out, move the left foot in a little bit, so a little bit more turned in, it'll help your pose. Big lift, lift the waist up. Even more lift bitty in, yes. And bend the right knee, we'll make that right buttock lock. You turn the knee out on the right from the right hip. Yes, favor, very good. So everybody see if you can sink a little bit deeper. Rest in from here, and you'll come down to lateral angle stretch, arm by your ear. Turn your head and look up at your arm. See if you can bend the right knee a little bit more. Bring the head up, bring the body up, bring the leg up, turn to the other side. Press the right heel away, left foot out. Open the chest, pull the stomach muscles in, and start bending that left knee. And for the rotation, here's the and then extend way out to the right. left hand, sorry, but you don't listen to me. And here, left hand by your ear and stretch this side. See if you can sink deeper with the bed leg. Bring the arm up, bring the body up, bring the leg up, bring your feet together. Take a breath in and breathing out and forward and down. Everybody listening? Okay, just roll yourselves back up. We're going to do a pose we haven't done before. It's not in your manual, but it's good for you. So we're going to open the legs like triangle stand. Turn your right foot out. Now everybody turn the left foot way in. Way in. And make sure you're still on two track. Rotate your shoulders. Now start hinging from the hips. See if you get your hands to the floor, bend over your front leg. And just lengthen everything down. Notice that your hips can move back a bit. So in this position, if you pull your right hip back and your right waist up, you'll start to square the hips more because they get very twisted. So left hip comes forward a bit, no more, and Mikkel, don't do more than that, you've got it. Right hip goes back and right waist pulls up. Right waist to get yourself squared. Aha, good. Okay, come back up. Rotate to the other side. Take your time. These are intense poses. As best you can. The whole goal is that as you're going forward, you're attempting to get as much rotation to here as you can. So when you bend over the leg, you are squaring because you will find. So the goal is to get here. It may take a few months to get there. So down you go, the best you can. And the focus is until you square yourself up. So Mikkel, you're already pretty square, so you don't need to do more than that. Left rib at left waist up, and left hip back, and right hip forward to help get you more square. And for you, you would want to block on either side of your hands so you can get the hips. That's correct. You go, good. Come back up. Yes. Bring your feet together, bend forward and down. Roll yourselves back up. Warrior pose number one. Actually, let's have everybody face in front. Let's have the right leg forward, left leg back, arms up. Square yourself to the front, so the shoulders and chest can be frontal for everybody. The more you lift in the waist, in the front and the back, the more you may be able to pull the left hip around. Make sure your hips are tight, especially if you're a loosey, flexible person. You can kind of, don't know what word to use, but you can go loose and don't go loose. Tight, and now bend the front knee. So you only bend as deeply as you can actually contract the muscles if you're a very flexible person. Because you want to build that stability around the joint. Very, very good work, everybody. Please come back. Change your legs around. So just bring the other foot forward. Wear yourselves as best you can, right? Make sure the back foot is sufficiently turned in to help you be square. Mikkel, no more than that. That's good. A little bit more turned in for you. The back foot. Yes. See how it helps you bring the right hip around. So everybody can. You're good. Just a tad more, lots more with the right hip forward. Lots more forward. Yes. Stick your bottom out. Don't tell your teacher. There. Now push into the back heel. make the back leg super, super strong. Lift your arms up. So the deeper you bend in the front, the more the back leg has to work. As you bend, it's okay to let the back arch some, but don't release it. So that the tilt of the pelvis lets the leg go back. That's extension. You're going for it, but keep the wrap around the glute if you're like a flexi person. Yes, yes. So I really want to see this nice and tight. You eventually literally see the form of the hip happening. So that's not catching yet, but we will. That's it. That's it. Now you lock. Come back up. Very nice work, everybody. Face feely on the side. Spread your legs apart. Forward bend. Wide-legged forward bend. Take your hands on your hips just for a minute. And everybody, just for a minute, turn your feet a little bit more in. Falling out of the window. No, you're not. Take a breath in. And then breathing out. Now feel almost like this, you're going to be good at that, Benita. Internally rotate the legs. So notice as you internally rotate the legs, the sit bones rising. Yes, you want that. You want that pressure now from the side of the hips into the outside of the feet. Working very strongly. If you have X-shaped knees, you will start to be able to get into this outer line. Can you keep your legs straight? Yes. Pull the kneecaps up. You see that still needs a lot of work. Pull up more. Very, very nice. Everybody put your hands on the floor. Come up on your fingertips. Lift your head and arch. Right. Send the sit bones even more up. They're starting to wake up. So take advantage of it. And then go down again. Keep those sit bones lifted. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Baby, keep your legs straight. Yes. Everybody grab your ankles. Pull the kneecaps up. Keep the internal rotation of the legs. See if you can send the sit bones up and lengthen your spine down. Even more. And then bring yourself all the way up. All the way up. Very nice work, everybody. Bring the feet together. I wish I took a picture. Everyone's down, rotated, active, educated position. It's a pleasure. Toes and heels together. Send the hands up for another variation of upward chair pose. Bend the knees and low. So now the knees can come up before the toes. I don't care today. Today the technique is, can you get your thighs parallel? That's it. So most of you are almost saying get your bottom down so the thighs are parallel to the floor. Parallel. That doesn't mean the chest goes down because they hips go down. That hips go. That's it. So few of you are just about there. Awkward chair pose. You're lucky you're not in a class. Come back up. We have to hold it for 90 minutes. Bring hands down. We're done like that. Okay, eagle pose. We're going to take the right leg and cross it in front and the right elbow underneath, just so you all know what's happening here. So you start so first start in chair pose. Now, the lower you can get down, you let it, it's easier to cross the thighs. So see if you can cross the right leg over the left. And so you really need to cross. And the higher the cross, the better it is. If you can't get all the way around, stay on one foot, get the foot kind of. Now take the right hand and elbow under. Yes. Yes. Now how much can you bend? Someday the knees stay right forward, the elbows are right center, and the hands are in front of the nose. Come back up. Out and down like a flying eagle that's prickles. Bend the knees. Needs rehab. Take the left thigh way over. If you can, if you're one of the good ones, you can work that rapid. If not, you can keep toes. Left hand elbow under. Wrong, other way. Yes. And now see which direction the knees are going. They usually go one way and one way. Can you get all the joints pointing centrally. And then you come out, and down. So you're bringing all the joints out of the traction in them. Very, very nice. And tree pose. Oh, thank God. They're standing on 2 feet just for a minute. See how nice it is to stand on 2 feet.
Yes.
How easy it is to stand on 2 feet. How little effort it takes. Now we're going to stand on 1 foot. And you see wherever, if you're really bad with your balance, it's fine to go back beneath so you can hold. I'm holding the wall. And see if you can stand and stand.
Yes.
And bring the foot down, good work, everybody, me included, other side. Let's lift the other leg up. And down. Very good work, everybody to the floor. Sitting cross-legged if you want to have blocks or something under your bottom, set yourself up. Before we start, like we did yesterday, get your sit bones even, balanced, and then cross your legs. So once you cross your legs, you don't want to have adjusted your buttocks to get to sort of into a comfortable position. Today it's hot yoga. Hot yoga, right? Honestly, I like working in the heat. I like it. You sweat a lot, your joints are looser, you get a lot of hydration. I personally.
I'm totally okay with that too.
Yeah.
I get cold so quickly.
So now sitting nice and tall, walk your hands forward and stretch the hips out. So if you find, actually most all of you are doing very well, but sometimes it's really nice to do this with the hips more elevated. It tilts the pelvis over and lets you get a different quality stretch. Bring yourselves up. Take your right hand to the side. So it's like you have this line of your hips. The right hand is on the floor, right to the side. Your left hand is up. You take a big lift. This is like half moon pose. You reach out. Now the hand that's on the floor, use it to push. You see I'm actually pushing in opposition to get more bend. And if you want to go deeper, you bend the elbow, but you keep the left hip down. So you're kind of tractioning the whole side of the body.
I know.
Right? Intercostal muscles between each rib and your lats. Amazing. Come back up. And for low back, this is actually a really good one. Lifting. So notice I'm actually doing this with this hand once I go over. So I start stretching. You anchor the right hip down. And then the hand on the floor, you use it to open the ribs even more. Come back up. Nice and tall. Take your left hand to your right knee. Right hand behind. Now notice this is new because I teach this differently, just by the way. You're not looking to spiral on a spinal column right in the middle. I'm actually shifting in the direction of the twist. So I'm twisting, it gives a much more rotation in the external body, not so much in the spine, which is actually very important. So if you shift the weight a little over, you still stay grounded on the left side. And now you rotate. Your ribs are still parallel to the floor. So you start twisting to the right. And it will help the ribby people not just kind of arch to get around, but open up the back ribs. Yes. So make sure you're lifting and rotating and staying over that side. Nice work, everybody. Come back. Take the opposite hand. So remember, you shift the ribs a little bit now to your left. And then think of pulling that right rib, or use your right hand to pull the rib and the shoulder blade around. You hopefully are feeling the stretch very much in the outside, in the skin, not just the deep spine.
Yeah.
And come back. Now look at your feet, change the other side. So by the way, we have a skeleton and we have layers and layers and layers and layers, and you have the external dimensions of the body and the internal ones. So the outside of the body should have loads of movement. Loads and loads of, the closer we get to the center, you actually want it more compact and less movement. And I think we thought about it, us flexi girls, we went deep, we love to feel the deep stretch and we're going right to the joint, but we're not opening up externally on the surface level, and we actually hypermobilize too much without opening up. So I discovered I had so much tightness on the superficial parts of my body and inside, and I had to retrain myself not to just go looking for that deep good stretch, because I was actually injuring myself. I was going off balance. It was too much and not enough. So if you're working here, you're actually wrapping everything around. So a lot of us, we love to do that. So we're getting more into the bones. If you're here, you're getting more into you're actually doing more interest, a new kind of stretch. So good, everything's good.
I like how you refer to the skin, because that really brings it into perspective.
Yeah, and the fascia is everywhere. So you can have super tight skin and then hypermobile bone, and it doesn't work too well. I know. I tested that one out. It did a really good job. So let's see, we've done rotations both sides.
No, not this one.
No, I'll do this one. Yeah, we did both
Yeah,
sides.
we
but
did
this one.
So let's do the same set. We're gonna bend forward. Because the moment you change the angle of your legs, you're gonna have different stretch. If you're doing a practice, stay for a minute, but if you're doing practice by yourself, sometimes it's nice to have a stack of blocks, so something to put your head on. So the head relaxes, actually allows the body to open more. So having the body supported helps the body trust that it's safe, does not have to hold off. Come back up. Left hand to the floor, right hand up, and you open up the right ribs this time. Phaedra, open yourself sideways, you want. Yes, so it's a side bend. You want to make sure even more right ribs back, left ribs forward. Left rib there. And your hand is too far back. The hand on the floor. Yes. Yes, that's it. You see now you're stacking your side line. Come back up. And other side. And yes. And then come back up. And then again, same thing. If you're sitting straight, you want to feel okay, very straight, and my shoulders over my hips. Now I gotta move my ribs. I'm exaggerating a bit, but if you move your rib cage a little bit to your left without tilting, right hand on the knee, left hand behind you, and then rotate in that place. This is actually for those of you who teach, you can really discover the pattern of scoliosis in these things. That's really, really good when you're doing push-up. Yeah, so you can open up that place where your scoliotic pattern. And then come back. Sit up in the center. Shift a little bit. Other hand, head behind you. And use your hands, stand up the spiral and literally grab that knee and use a hand on the floor to push pull around. You're looking in the rib cage more than the low back. So let the shoulder come around now. So Benita, you are actually leaning the opposite direction you're going there. You should be leaning towards Portia. So you. And then come back to the middle. So you're going that way instead of that way, yes. Okay, very good. We're going on butterfly pose, which we have not done yet. Or cobbler's pose in India, cobblers sit like that in the say. And bend the knees up. So when they sit, their knees are flopped to the floor. Let's see if we have any floppers. Your feet is pretty good. Miguel is very good, yes. So let's clasp the feet. There's lots of ways to kind of loosen this up. Let's bounce the knees up and down. And then lift your chest, grab the feet and push the knees down. Use muscular tension to get a feeling as if you're widening the thigh. The energy is out and down, not just down. Out and down. And then relax. Everybody just plop yourself against the wall very quickly. I'm gonna do this one again. Nice, say to kind of work into it. Just push my bag away from you. Just slide it. So get your bottom as close into the corner as you possibly can. And then see if you can bring your feet in. And you can have them close or not too close. This is very interesting often. Because you can start to see if you have, so let's say my side, this side flops. This side is more off. This is my surgery side. So I've been working very hard to get it. I was more like Benita and worse. And just get all of those adductors and muscles to start to open. So if you put your hands on your knees, you actually press your chest into the wall. You can use the wall to help give yourself pressure. Now remember, if you're pushing out as well as down. Yes. Out and down. And then someone like you, Benita, maybe for a while, you just have the left hand on the floor. Left hand. And you can lean into the left hand, push that right side down. So now you get to lean away and get, so you see how you're like getting into the tight pattern. Where are you feeling it go? Perfect. Perfect. And then come back. Everybody stay here. Just a little note. If you ever like doing hip practice for yourself or you're doing hip practice with a private client and they really want to go somewhere, you can put weights on the knees. And just hold it and tell me, it's going to stop because there is a point 2 or 3 minutes and the body shifts the tonality of the texture. That's where the long, slow holds were. But honestly, I sat a lot with weights and weight just on my tight side to bring it to the level of my other side. How does that feel? You don't feel anything. It's there. So yeah, so she's now, and those are her adductors. She's pointing to the band of muscle on the inside that pull it up. And remember, her pattern is she's more of this kind of a person. So these muscles are going to be short. And this movement is going to have tightness and just built in. I'll take that away from you, but you're going to stay here just so you can feel. I just want you all to feel. You can help you to hold it. Just want you for a second to feel that. It's kind of nice, right? You can sit and watch television. A yogi, a modern yogi. Yeah. So once things are open, it's comfortable. Getting to open, you have suffering. Hopes, right?
So,
Yes, it's not, I'm not sure what you're going on with the hip, but it's just in a sharp point, or is it muscular?
I don't know. I was like you as well. Like last year, I couldn't get further than this.
Okay.
I couldn't get down. So I
So,
don't know what it is.
okay, because you're gonna hold.
But it's definitely getting better every day.
So it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. And honestly, let's say your story, I had all my life tightness in the left side, which is part of the pattern that got me to hip replacement. I am dealing, and now I can get it. I get all these patterns. I never felt any of this tightness, but this leg was also always a bit weird. and functional, but I don't get it, and I'm slowly bringing them to more even place, which I want just for my own, fascination with my anatomy. And evenness, I want right and left side, I want all my potential available. So you're gonna have to hold it, I think, as it would follow. Mr. Ayanga used to use weights, 20-pound weights. I was about to ask, how heavy lines are there? Use your common sense.
Yes.
If it's like when I started, somebody brought over like a 15-pound weight, I said, no, too heavy. I need lighting. I need something my body can accept and I can control. You don't want to use it, but you want stress. You want stress. And if you can then be in positions of stress and then have your breath calm, you're developing equanimity and discomfort. I mean, it's built into life. Wow. Yeah, probably for you, it could be with one, and I would say the ones that you angles, but you have nice angles. Oh, okay. You see? Always get results if you work on something. And it doesn't matter where you start. That's a crazy thing, ability is developed. It's not like, oh, it's from God and my parents. Stretch your legs out, come back onto your mats. Pull the flesh of the buttocks back and hamstring that with doing a forward bend, so Dandasana, sitting with your hand by your side, lift your back up. Stretch the backs of the knees down without your heels popping up.
My calves are too big for that.
No, it's not. You haven't figured it out. No, they're not. You just don't know how to activate the back of the leg. So this is very common. People have a story why. I mean, it goes because that's that's
Feeling like that little space there, but I have to put it down to the mat.
Now press your quads down. You have lazy quads. Look how much harder you're working, and there is a thing that flexes not forward. Press it down, you do not pop it, you're attached to that whole feeling, you have to find a new way. But this is very strengthening. They're not going down because you want to get there, but you have to figure out a new way.
Managing not on the possibilities.
Yes, so this is how you do it. Humbly and imperfectly. But this is a really good one for you to do. Press the heels down and pull up the butt. Now, not to say that this is bad. You do that every so often. Also need to be able to activate, and it's a lot simple. Yes, so it's already a little bit better. You see, just like you force the nervous system down to weights. You could have ankle weights, anything you want to do. And it's the work. I used to be like just like that. I couldn't lift up. The only way I could do it is that way. Now I can do that.
Because you got
I have much more detail and understanding of the this area. So here we are, our legs are long, we're sitting in Dandasana. Nice and long, take a breath in, breathing out, bend forward, clasping down. In this position, take a breath in, lift your head, look at your hands and feet. Pull your chest forward, pull your shoulders back. So now lift your head up more, baby. So lift up a little higher, elbows longer, baby, come up higher. That's it. So there's a place where you can start to have extension in the back. The flexi girl is going to be really good at this. Flexi girl. And then extend down. You're going to round again, see if you can go a little bit deeper. Lift your head and chest up. Everybody come and get into index fingers. Clasp your big toes. You can all do this. Pull back on your big toes and pull. The more you can lift your waist, the more length you're making in your spine. Look forward instead of down, figure. Pull the shoulders back a bit. And then pull on those toes to get low. Use the elbows sideways and up. Elbows sideways and up, forehead down. Let the head go down. Come back up. With the hands, and now reach all the way down, grab the outside of your feet. Lift your chest, long diagonal, pull the big little toe side back and pull down. Pull with the arms, elbows out. It's very active, the approach we're doing right now. Come back up. Take a moment. Bend the knees. Clasp your wrist and get the hands on the outside. Knees on the outside. Knees on the outside, and yes, that's a pivot. Bend the knees enough to grab that. You may or may not be able to do this. See if you can slide out. You have to have a super good clasp with your hands. Yes. And if you can, you do a simpler version. Look at all of you. Yes, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you get to, you're getting a good stretch. Take a breath in here. Breath out. And back up. Nice.
There was a.
Okay, when you're ready, take your right knee. Left hands on the mat. We've done this one before, one bent leg, done Shasana, the hand is up. Now you're rotating the idea is you're gonna get your sternum onto the leg. You've stretched out to be able to go a little bit further now, reach for the right side of the ribs. If you want to take both hands on the foot, you can, and stretch down. In this position, take a slow, long, deep breath. We're just going to focus for a little bit. And you're attempt to even out your rib cage. So that's a portion. You lift the left ribs up and the right ribs down. Come back up.
My foot has missing.
Okay, so that's a good example. Remember, we talked about padding. We talked about what's happening. Change sides. Right hand to the side, left hand is up. Big stretch, go over. Other hand stay grab. So once you grab the foot, bend the knee if you need to do right now. You want to lift a little bit and twist towards the pinky, and then pull yourself down the best you can. So remember, we're taking those left ribs and we're bringing them towards that's it, Benita, yes. Yes, so we're attempting to bring the body straight. Yes, yes, it's gonna pull deeply, that's all connective tissues all around your kidney area. Opening that, so in this position, just notice where you feel super tight. And when you're breathing, send your breath and your attention into that area. And just observe it. Observe the sensation of tightness and kind of stay very present with the feelings. And then come back. Very, very good. Bring your legs out. Bounce your knees up and down. And this is in your manuals. I just want to do it once. Yesterday we did have lotus, right? Remember we both put that. So do a variation, bend your right knee. You want to get your hand inside underneath the calf with the right hand. You grab the left foot and you attempt to bring the heel as high up on your groin as you can. Now, for a lot of you, you won't be able to get it right up into the crease, and then you turn the bottom leg out because otherwise it's painful on the quad. Once you pass the quad, you keep the leg straight, but probably making out today. So let the leg roll out so you're kind of surviving with. And then you're going to, some of you will be able to bend forward, and maybe you won't be able to, yes. But I just want you to have that experience so you know what's going on. And also just as a quick little note for some of you, I know we made a big stink about getting the heel up high enough in this one. If you lower the foot more to the toes, you get a little wider, it's a little easier. You're not doing harm to the body. If you notice the knee goes lower, it's easier to bend, just a bit, yeah, it's for you feeling. I just want you to have that feeling. You'll probably not teach it at the beginning levels at all. Come back up. Stretch your leg out. So what are we doing? We're bringing the tissue of our body in and out and in and out. We're just kind of getting some juice in the areas you haven't moved possibly ever. Yeah, bend the knee and let's see. So if you want to, if you're, all of us to take, lotus is not a natural pose. You can bring it more towards the toes. It's going to be a little easier. Actually, go for it, Portia. That's a more advanced version, so. Good. And then go. Yeah. So I know, like some of you, Benita, like if we had straps and give you a strap for your foot. Never mind.
I have, like, one side I was leaving to the
Right.
right side for me, like, good.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's all, actually, everybody has differences, some, and it becomes very interesting because you have like two different bodies, like so married. Yes. Stretch your legs out, bounce your knees up and down.
That's good.
Legs come onto the hands and knees.
Is it on? Yeah, they're not sure.
And lift your head up and onto back. For just do a few cat cows to kind of get the spine moving again. Very, very good. And then come onto your stomach. And we are going to go into cobra. We're going to do a few back extensions. So if you put your hands kind of close to your armpit, fingertips by the armpit, so even lower bitty. Lift, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your head and look forward. Now lift your head even more, lift your chest. Now start pulling the elbows back. Keep your hands on the mat, not circling. Go right into cobra and see how much you can open the chest. Lifting, lifting, lifting. And then push up to up dog. Press your elbows and then straighten the legs and tight your glutes pressing down. And then come back. Okay, that's everybody coming to child's pose for a minute. Stretch out. And then I wanted to do a quick study of this because there's so much to learn in Cobra and in back extensions generally. Benita, will you be my student?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So very, very commonly when people lift, and sometimes you need to maneuver around, the shoulders and the chest stay very close. Our most mobile part of the body is the lower back. Neck and lower back much more mobile. Rib cage is bones and it's protecting the heart and the lungs, and it gets very stiff. The challenge in all back extensions is to get the chest opening. Now, why is it called cobra? Well, what's a cobra? It's got this huge, expansive kind of in the head area. And that's the area people usually push up and they hear and they're coming up straight. So I wanted to show you kind of how to think it through. Let's have you lie on your stomach. And I want you to watch her. So first of all, let Benita just go up. She's working very hard. I want you to bring your elbows together. Just watch what she's doing. While developing an eye of the future. So squeeze your elbows close together and lift your shoulders. So she's doing a nice job. She's lifting the shoulders up. Now start coming up. Come up to cobra. That's it. And she's a little bit better. Then push up with the arms. Do better already. Stretch the knees. Stretch the knees until they pop. Come back down. Very good. Now let's show where you can take all of this and what you want to, qualities you want to dig out for in your body. So I'm going to bring your hands lower. So the first thing is this. Don't lift up yet. Don't lift up. Drop your head. Now she's doing a super good job because now she's taking all of this area. Now the feeling, instead of going up and back, what you press your tail down, and for you open your legs a little wider. So you can really press your tail down. So the feeling is we want to get this long. Now lift your head and look at me. That's it. That's it. Let your ribs move towards me. And start lifting up a little slowly. I'm gonna block you. And I'm dragging her forward. You're taking your head back, elbows back. Elbows, that's it. Come up more. Come up more. Ooh. I'm pulling your chest forward. I want your shoulders to go back. Up you come, push. Push, shoulders back. Shoulders back. Back. And back. She's forwarding her shoulders yet. She hasn't figured out how to lock the back part. So she's lost it a bit, and this is closed right now. And come on, but she did good. Where did you feel that? So it worked. It's not, none of us do it. It's not easy at all. Where were you feeling it up? Where did you feel it? I'm curious. Yeah, and you felt, look at where she said the stomach. You're stretching your stomach. But a lot of times, if you're afraid, you feel the back, which is, it's gonna work, but you're not getting into the deep part, because you actually, to do a back bend, you have to move into your front body to get it to open. People go think the back. So the more you can drag yourself forward, you create this huge arcing feeling. But were you willing to volunteer for science? So please, confidence, and then the body will run the best. So if you look at this, so I want you to watch. So you can see what's happening. Do you have a question? Do you need to handle?
We were just seeing what we can know about the heat if you take the fan from the office to bring it upstairs.
Oh, okay, are you done? Sorry.
No, but it's okay.
Okay, so
That
let's
is
finish.
a bit extreme.
Let's finish watching this first, and then we can take a break and get some help. So this, I look at this. Do you see now she's working here a lot, and now lift your head. So with Benny's case, I want to get bent here, and it's not gonna happen in a day. That's it, keep pushing back, come up a little bit higher. So I'm looking at that, take your shoulders back and then keep pushing. Shoulders back. That's it. That's it. And now lift your head and press. That's it. So we're looking at this openness here and this forwardness coming in. And you see how nice and high it is, and now your buttons kind of really pull them up, pull them together. So you press your tail down. Yeah. And you have more, you have more.
Yeah.
You are there. Look at that.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This is a beautiful to her. Come back down, that was beautiful. Where did you feel it? Okay.
That's not where my feet started.
No, not necessarily. Did you feel anything in your?
Yes, I did, but I was feeling it was brighter.
So one of the things that you want is as you come up, you need to take, especially if you're flexible or you're really archy, not, you want to really anchor. So if you come down again,
Okay.
I want you to tighten this muscle, and I want you to press your pubic bone and your sacrum down. Now you're tucking. I don't want you to tuck.
Okay.
Yes, I want you to feel like you're doing that, not tightening your buttock muscles. Now that's it. You see, she's not torqued, but she's now activated the support here. Now start lifting again and push this down and tighten this. And now lift out of your lower back, lift out of it instead of into it. Not she lost.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not really
She
understanding.
wasn't squeezing the glutes.
Yes.
But before I do a cobra, I always do that. Lift my body and try and put.
Okay.
I always do that.
Okay.
It's just that somebody must have told me somewhere along the line.
Yes. Actually, that's not bad because right now you're slightly activated.
So you do that, and then you do that, and then you start the cobra.
So what I want you, when you're lifting, you have to go in someone like you all the way to the tail so you feel the full chain of the muscle. I think you're just feeling part of them. So it takes some work to probably someone like you would need chemicals and synchronize it just yeah. Okay, with so what about that?
So that was me, small, I put the thing on silent and
Mine too, I was giving big jokes, I'm getting a cold lights.
So we need to get a fan or something.
just open the windows.
Depends. If I suspect it will come back on after a while, I don't know what the issue is, it seems to kick in. And then when the switch at the right one will go off, but it's still hot. So it depends on,
I said we open the windows, so
okay.
leave that open,
It
easy
doesn't
access.
go-
No, so this is the thing, you haven't learned to pull out of the low back, you sink into it, yeah, I think.
Yeah, so I was paying very close attention, I feel it all in my.
Yeah.
And my chest is like, oh, come pull, it's like, wait, my God, oh,
Because
wait.
what I've learned is what you were saying, right, to squeeze the bum, the more you activate the glutes, the more it relaxes the lower back, so you don't feel the pressure as much. That's what I've learned, so when I do it, I feel it less in my lower back, the more I squeeze, not necessarily to turn it in, just to squeeze, I feel it less here. But I realize you were kind of squeezing and stopping, you were not holding it, so I don't know if that's the difference.
Yes,
So some of them.
I know it's not right.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of a study and an individualization. I don't have, we have time to study camel pose. Camel pose is a really nice place to learn the connection of the pelvis and the lifting out of the low back instead of going into it. So that you get this upper body, because in a healthy back bend, you feel the whole back. You do feel the lower back, but you also feel the pelvis. And you feel the rib cage and you feel the stomach stretching. When it's done, you've distributed the load. What happens is it just grinds into the low back because that's the most flexible and there's no support. So I was hoping that it would, just trying to think. We will do airplane pose now. We haven't done this yet. Airplane pose uses the full chain of the back. And it'll be interesting to hear what the response is to demonstrate what's going to happen. You're on, you can do it here or you can do it here. And remember that the hands are down, they're gonna be at 45-degree angle. So just watch me for a minute so you know what's going on. You're going to lift, now notice what I'm doing with my pelvis. I'm not, this is tucking. You see, that's a different energetic. There's a place for that can be very useful, but I'm just pressing down. So, and then the first thing I want you all to do is lift. So just like yesterday when we did locust, now we're engaging the glutes. It will be a little bit the lower back, then the shoulders, and then you lift everything. So hopefully your low back will work. But hopefully the legs and the glutes will work too. If you can come up higher with the upper back muscles as well, so you can go way high. So. What's that?
That is the one where they sit there with the pose, like you're standing up like this.
That's bow pose. That's the next one we're doing in a few minutes. Yeah, so about first airplane pose.
No, she don't. That's your bad.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So let's have the arms down. I need to say, I don't remember that, I think the palms are down, because you can also do it with your hands to the side or over your head. So palms down, really, right? Now, everybody, I just want you to anchor the pelvis, so you feel the muscles of the pelvis and hopefully, so the glutes, it's not totally just squeezing the glutes together, it's pressing the pubic bone and the pelvic bone down. You've like set a base there. Now from here, gently lift the shoulders off the floor. So the shoulders start to contract back and the hands come up and the legs come up. And just now start lifting the legs higher and the shoulders have to work a lot, Biddy. Yes, that's better. That's it, so you're flying, basically, some people call it Superman. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and come back down. And relax. Everybody sit into your heels for a minute. So problems, anybody have problems with this? How did that feel on your back?
Yeah.
Okay,
So awesome.
painful. Painful in a good way or bad way?
Well,
You're not sure.
yeah, it's been literally, I would say, close to like at least a year, but this area here is just always painful.
So when you lie down, let's just quickly look at you as a study. I'm not to forget it on your stomach. And your hands by your sides. Now, let's just check. I want you to press your pelvis, press the hip bones down too. Yes, like that, do that. You just did it and then you stop, pressing the top of your hips down in the front. Yes, 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 yes. Now slightly lift your shoulders away from the floor and lift your head up and don't come up any higher than that. But keep pressing your hips down. The top of the hips don't come up higher. But think of now putting your legs and your head as far away from each other. And then come on down. I'm just curious, how did that feel?
Fun?
Yes, did it over irritate because you were firing everything, you make the want just have to be a visit, because you want your muscles working.
Yes.
So now we get to both poles, so I hope everybody gets experiences today, everybody's going, oh
I
no.
need a strap.
You can use there's a strap there, right, you know. Now this is part of this whole low back thing, you know. We have the front, you know, we've been stretching the back body, stretching the back body, stretching the back body. We have the front body needs as much opening, but it won't open until the back body is long. So the back body can hold the front body. Most people, they're not fully open here, the quads are very strong. Quads are highly developed, so if you have anybody and you take them through this is about like Phaedra, she's going to be very tight. She's not gonna be able to get it down. This is how people get, you tell people to have the knees together and their butt goes out. They're making a corner, but it's not a forward bend. We need this under. When this is under, this area is very open. That's the hard part with back bends. It's opening the hip flexors, but the way to get it open is by tightening, is among other things. This is your stabilizer. This is your expander. Loosey-goosey people can stretch the front of this is no support. That's the danger of that if you're over mobile. So when we do, who wants to be a volunteer? I'll be a volunteer, or you want to be a volunteer? Let me each demonstrate, then I'll work on you, then we'll work on it together. So these are the things you're going to be looking for. Some people, maybe Phaedra, all she can do right now to prepare for both holes. This is a very valid thing. So if your quads are super tight, you may need to spend a month doing this every day to get your body to get the quads loosening up. If you look at my body, here I am, I'm grounded, right? When I bend my left leg, because I'm tight, you see how it popped up? That's I need to work on that. That's my gear. I'm doing a lot of work to get, now I can push it down and I'm working on that. So I can get the leg to lift and the hip flexor to extend. Right side super easy. In comparison. So when you bend your knees, we'll see who can get the knees to here. Some of you are going to be like this. So we know already that there's a lot of tightness in the hip flexors. This is the danger for the flexible people. You're going to fly up because this is mobile and you're going to have some challenges getting the alignment more optimized. So if you can get here, get the hips down, roll the shoulders back, and then fly the legs up. Then you use the legs as levers to get the body opening up more. It's a very powerful chest opener, but only when you're ready. So it's not good for very mobile backs and not developed detail yet. Amazing. Let's have a look at human health. So then, can you reach both feet?
Let's
One and one. So traditionally, the perfect alignment, the knees, of course, I'd take your knees apart. No, I would take your knees apart. Right, so that you can get that rounded down. Now, from here, start pulling your thighs up by pulling the feet back. That's. Right. And the feet towards your bottom. Every time you come down, give your quads a stretch. And then the legs have to be very powerful pullers. Now start again. Pull the feet back and up, back and up, back and up. Relax and look how nice and high it is. And come down and relax. Very nice. So very good work. Yeah, yeah, it can be very powerful to trust the chest. How did that feel? Intense. Yeah, I know, it was like. If anybody wants to try, we're gonna go through this, if you want to try, maybe yes or no, I'll leave it up to you. Everybody bend your feet, grab your ankles. Now, take your sacrum and tailbone, it's sacred, take the tail and like push it downwards. And press your top of your hips down too, not just your pubic bone, but top of the pelvis down, that's your kind of root. Now, make sure the shoulders are rolled back. And then use your feet to pull away from you and up, and Benita flies up, beautiful. Thighs up, thighs up, thighs up. And then come back down. Everybody relax. Just let the legs go. Turn your head to one side. Shavasana on your belly. The feet are turned in. Feet are turned in. The big toes towards each other and the palms face up. And the head is to one side. So this is usually if you do back bend, you put people into this shape, which is the opposite to Shavasana on your back. Right. Sit back into your ribs and stretch out. Anybody had questions? That was pretty nice. And some of you had said, I hate this pose. But yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think it's. I mean, yeah, it's just the way you broke it down.
Yeah.
So you know how to what to do. What's the kind of this down, that really important.
Yeah, it creates a lot.
And
Like
yeah,
a
the penis is less.
That's great.
Yeah.
You surprised me. Questions, favorite. Of course.
I could feel my pelvic bone. I don't know, I couldn't feel my hip bones pressing in, but I know I was engaged there.
This is the hip bone.
Yeah.
What happens is people do just that. I want the whole pelvis. Relax. Well, pushing, I'm basically wanting to make sure, unless you're very much like, for her, maybe I would cue that. But for most people, I just want them this way, not this way.
Right.
This way, you're jamming the bone in the socket, you're actually blocking extension. This way, you're opening the extension. So if we do warrior one, there's a slight arch, I'm not, this is the me tucked. This is me extending, so there's an extension, but if you look at this month, this is loose. This is that's tight. Now I'm wrapping around the joint, and now I'm sending the leg out, which opens my hip flexor even more, but I'm really stable. Now I've got a strong position versus now I've got a saggy position. Right? That's a tricky part with these poses. A lot of sagginess.
I have a question about the focus before I forget into the I realized with there was it was tougher to pull a shoulder blades back, but sometimes it's not so much the strength but the tightness of the opposite.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's too tight, it doesn't matter how strong this is, you can go any further, so she has to do both.
You absolutely, you nailed it, and that's why there's multiple poses. That's why I didn't do it in the manual, but I love camel pose. Because in camel pose is like Leo. Let's do camel pose now. Forgive me, it's actually an easier place to kind of teach it. So if you come onto your hands and knees, and the knees are at least hip width apart, right? everybody have your toes like this for the first one. Now I want you to feel where your sacrum area is. And notice now I'm tucking, right? This is the tuck. I'm locking, I don't want to tuck. I want everything down and just shifting enough forward that I feel this long, right? Now, from here, your hands can be like this. I personally like it, or like this. I want you to feel like you're anchoring your pelvis down, and the very first thing you do is lift up the back ribs and the rib cage. Now you will get a chance to open your ribs as much as you want. And just watch me for a second. You're gonna lift, roll the shoulders up and back, and think of this high part where she's tight, and try and lift it to the ceiling while you are looking, while your pelvis stays down. Your pelvis don't want to arch. So can you lift and just open that area? Think of going up. You're not bending back. You're going up, up, and opening these shoulders. Pretty good, everybody. Come back up. You're almost going a little bit too far back. Then you're like, it's very tempting to go back, then you go back. You have to go forward enough. You actually need energy. So now do this again. Think of your hips are grounded, your hands are pushing down as you lift your waist, and then lift your sternum up and roll the shoulders back. And take your head back and lift the rib cage away from the hips even more. Up, tiny weight, not back, up. And come back up. So we're very flexible. You're going here, you're going here back. Notice I'm barely bending. I'm not doing a back bending, I'm setting this up. Now, next step. Or which way to turn to. So, anchor down. This strides down again. Lift up, I'm rolling up and back. Now I'm setting my hips and I'm stretching my feet up. Have a look. Lifting, and then I reach carefully with my hands. I'm not getting deep. Once I have my hands touching, I'm lifting my chest even more up. That's it, and then think of lifting, and then your head can go back, but your chest goes to the ceiling. It doesn't go down, it goes up. That's better, Billy. So that's it, Mikhail. Yes, up. That's it. Then come back up. I wish you could see yourselves. How did that feel?
Yeah, it felt good, yes.
And you lifted and you activated. Yes. Questions so far? Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of all of this now. It looks
I
like
hurt myself last week doing back bend, so
back bends are I'm quite impressed. Good. You have lots of habits how to do it. So here we are. Just watch me please first. Here I am. I'm lifting. I'm making as much space. I'm picking that area that bends a lot. I'm trying to keep it as because the idea is this barely bends. It does bend, but it doesn't bend at all. This bends a huge amount. So I'm opening the stiff part of my body, and then I'm taking the sacrum and tail forward. I'm not tucking, but it's connected. And I'm going to here. Then if you want to, you go deeper. But the more down you go with the hand, the more up you go to stretch the stomach in the front side. So you want to think up and forward energetically. You're taking your back body, you're pushing it to the front. It's like I'm coming here and I'm jamming your chest towards the front of your body instead of going back. It's opposite of every reflex you have. So how you go. That's it, Peely. Yes. Yes. Now you can let the head go. Let the head go and open that chest up beautifully. That you see how she's lifted in her wow, and she's stretching her stomach, and how open her hip flexors are. Look at that, absolutely amazing. Then just hold it, stay calm and collected. And you're done. Wow, that's good. How does that go back feel?
if there was a lot less pressure on it, I think that's the penny drop for me. I know exactly how less to go back, it's doing back and strong. Now I remember when the sport called me body holiday for modeling. I don't know, 8, 10 years ago. And they were like, okay, everyone, back bend, back bend, back bend. And I was like, back bend, back bend. And I went from not really doing a practice before that to not really doing a practice after that. So like one day of hardcore modeling, back bending the whole time. And I would have been just using my flexibility
Yeah.
and not doing all these
Sure.
things. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, even better,
So
now
I
you
know
know how
about
to
it.
do it.
It's been
Yeah.
off and on the back pain. And
Yeah.
now it's just exacerbated.
So let's have a one more go. I want to see it. You don't do it. One more time. If you want to do it one more time, you're getting looser, you're getting more confident. If you want to eventually go deeper right now, if it's here, you can always have your foot flat. So here you are. You're gonna make sure the sacrum is nicely down. You start, I like to have you start with your hands on your hips so you feel the lift out of the low back. And you feel the sacrum connected. Then you start arcing the chest to the ceiling and opening your shoulders. The hips are coming forward, and then you take your hands back when you feel ready. Make sure you notice that your back is highly activated. That's it. And then you let the head go. The head drops because your lats and your trapezius are supporting your whole spine and opening up. And then you come back out and sit back down. So tell me what was hurting you?
Oh, no, for me, it's. I need to be sure I fire everything else up to protect the back and the muscles are saying,
Yeah,
no, thank you.
yeah,
It's just, there's just a lot of tension,
right,
but my back doesn't hurt. So
Yeah.
I'm doing it right,
yes.
but, oh, you see where it hurt me, my right shoulder.
Yeah, she's very tight. She's so hypermobile. A good example that no one caught it and said she looks like she's hypermobile. She's stiff in the shoulders. But nobody caught it because she can move so easily in other areas. So you know what your own practice is and your own work is. And you'll be able to spot other people have a similar way of doing this. You questions? Yeah, I know what you're doing. Any questions about this? Do you see how this is like boat pose? Holding your heels, arcing forward. Anybody want to try boat pose again with the insights?
I would like to see both poses, who's trying? I'm sure. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Just volunteer.
Yeah.
Look at this, she wants to try it, let's see what happens. So it's actually the same shape, it's just
Right.
a break beyond your belly. So you have to kind of see if you can fire it, so I'm gonna let you figure it out and then see what happens, yeah. Oh, I like what she's doing, you see her logic.
Okay. So.
If you flex your feet, it may give you more control, maybe. Now you pull the feet away from you to get the shoulder area. Pulling the chest forward, so you go forward.
That's what.
With the picture.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that didn't feel my back is
That's
much
what
better.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, considering how much pain it's normally in right now. I didn't feel it as much.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. So when you practice, don't do a lot, you know, you're gonna have to, you are injured.
Easy, yeah.
You have to respect the process.
Okay.
Okay, very good. And before we move on, oh, you wanna have a go? Go for it. Flex your feet, Benita, flex your feet.
Wow, look at that.
So she's a very bendy, beautiful girl. Now, keep holding your feet. I'm gonna be the devil's advocate and throw her into the next level of challenge. Legs. No, you can push into my legs. That's it. I want you, before you go up, I want you to really press. So especially for the Caribbean body types, if they're so bendy here. Now see if you can, I'm gonna keep my hands here and you're gonna go up for the shoulders. And I'm gonna try not let her bend because she likes to bend. And then take the legs up. Take the legs up. That's a go. Yes. Yes, pull the shoulders back. That's
and come back.
Nice. You see what I'm doing, so somebody bends easily, it's almost like you have to imagine you have a block preventing you from bending.
Yeah.
So that you bend with
Okay.
forward, you don't bend
Yes,
down.
that-
Yeah, yes. That was very nice, what was it like for you, Benita?
Basically, and overwhelmed with anything. Like, just like it was naturally for me.
Yeah.
So we that. Then I felt it in my evening play.
Okay, so starting over the diaphragm. Yes, yay, so everybody, awesome, awesome, awesome work, little twist, legs out in front. I'm gonna do my own right leg, so I'm not mirroring you, I want you to bend your right leg up. Left leg straight, you can cross over or keep it in. Pull it in tight, unless you, I think all of you are up for it, hold the knee. Pull up and try to get your chest as close to the knee, feel those sit bones down, then hold it with the left hand. Right hand behind you. Pull the right knee across to the left, towards your armpit, not more than that, Benita, keep your right hip down. Yes, lift up your waist on both sides. And now everybody get the elbow across. So now your shoulder is open. And lift again and rotate.
Is that a low back switch?
It's lower back, it may be shoulders, I feel it in the diaphragm. So if you pull your stomach muscles in and back, it like basically gets into your organs. And later you go, Mikhail, you're gonna go to here, and later you go wrap around. And then come out. So now if you do right side, you're squeezing all the intestines on the right side, and then we're squeezing the left side. So getting the left leg. Hold your knee. So Benita, for you to keep the knee straight, because look at her, she's an internal rotator. So when I said pull the knee across, it goes way across. So for her, she wants less, she wants more spine, less leg. For the rest of us, more lifting up. Make sure you're lifting up in the front body, not so much the back body, the belly girl. So we open the back of the lumbar spine, and then see if we get the elbow. And rotate, just go and do your own twist. And back. And now have the legs bend out a minute. Bend the knees. This way. So take your left knee and bend it. If you can, the heel of the left foot is close to the outside of your right hip on the floor. If you can, this knee is opposite the middle of your chest. If you can, not many, so you have to bring the knee over, but you're not sitting on this foot. It's on the floor, on the outside. Right, so both sit bones are still down, and I hope you didn't move your sit bones, because everybody does. Knee is up. So the foot is close to the knee, the heel is close to the knee. So Benita, pull this foot there, so it's more crossover, and that foot, if you can, over. So for you can, so for you keep it here.
So what if you have short legs? I'm asking for a friend.
I wouldn't say it, I think you still can do it, it's just the muscles are tight, and you consider you have.
He can do it. He, asking for a friend. So yeah, so it's hair, but it's not, your foot isn't.
It wouldn't be, so maybe you put the block, I would say it's more tightness.
Yes.
But you can also undo it,
Just
and for Benita, you could be here. So the idea, yeah, so you kind of build the geometries, I think ultimately it's tight fascia. But I don't really know until I see the body exactly. One hand, left hand, right hand behind you, lift. Rotate, now the knee is going straight up in an ideal world, without the hip coming up. Right? You want to get your elbow to the outside. There's all these funky twists where you get the hand rotated inside and under, but we're not doing that. And then come out. Take the other foot. So this is the ideal geometry. This is a body that's nice and open and balanced, but if you can do it easily, you don't need the pose. The foot should be close to the hip, the greater trochanter of that body. And then the other leg is across. Right? Yeah, so favor actually for you, let's keep you a little less. Cross it, yeah, so then instead of having your knee here, you bring it up. Yeah, right, it's going, and then that foot move it towards Portia. Towards Portia, more that way. Okay, back to your left. Yeah, to draw your basically asking your IT bands to be stretched and walk. Other hand here. Lift up, it get the knee to the ceiling, that's it, and you rotate around. Yes. So for a lot of people, this is an IT band stretch and a rotation in the hips and a rotation around the spine, yes. And lots of like crazy ways you can tie yourself up into deeper knots. So, and come back, come on out. Very good, lie down on your backs. And rock side to side. Make sure your spine feels like it's kind of come back to something that feels comfortable for you. And then set yourselves up for your Shavasana. So lengthen your legs out. When you feel ready, make sure your back is nice and long. Your spine is nice and long. And then make sure the eyes are closed. Relax. Now take a big slow, deeper breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. In your own time, bend your knees. With your eyes closed, roll to your right side. Slowly, in your own time, bring yourself up to sitting position where you were at the beginning of the practice. You bring your fingers and hands into prayer pose at the heart center. Let's give thanks for the wisdom and the teachings of yoga. Give thanks and honor all the different teachings that have enriched and expanded our life. We give thanks and honor the inner teacher inside of each of us that's always there to guide and direct us when we look inwards and we listen to the truth in our own hearts. And let's ask that we stay true to ourselves. We honor everything, the injuries, the difficulties, the confusions, the joys and the love, because the real journey is in the hardships. The real journey is when we embrace all of it, we love all of it, and we enjoy the encounter. We're no longer afraid to be alive. And from that place, we look at the world and the world shines back with exact same mirror of joy and excitement. And we see that we're living in grace. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands up to your forehead or your third eye. Bring your hands down to your lips and give yourself a kiss. And bring your hands back down to your heart and bow your head to your heart. May your mind always be the servant of it. And then lift your head and open your eyes and namaste. Well done. Yay.
That was the music we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, I realized that's how we had to used to end every class like this, can you imagine? It was so. How are you?
You're welcome. Based in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
Because the magic would be, yeah, that's a bit of Ramal and Midnight.
Oh, I love them so much.
Yeah,
They're my favorite.
they're amazing.
They are.
Love them. All right, anybody need a bathroom break? It's oh, I should. You never seen that so long. So beautiful. What is this? Oh, yes, I see that.